From humble birth in manger laid, to life of teachings, love, and aid, a Son of God sent to earth, to guide and save with boundless worth. He preached to crowds, the poor and rich, his words like honey, sweet and rich. He healed the sick, gave sight to blind, his miracles left many behind. Betrayed by one, he was condemned, crucified on cross, till his life end. But on the third day the stone was rolled, the tomb was empty, his story told. Resurrected, he appeared to all, his message spreading, standing tall. He ascended to heaven with love so true, his legacy lasting for me and you. The story of Jesus from birth to rise, a tale of hope that never dies. His life a beacon, a guiding light, leading us to the path of right. In Islam, Jesus is revered, as one of God's prophets revered. A messenger of peace and love, sent from above, by God above. His mother Mary, too, is held in high esteem, her story tells. A virgin birth, a miracle divine, a sign of God's power, oh so fine. Islam recognizes Jesus' worth, his message of love for all on earth. His teachings echo through the ages, a beacon of hope for all sages. As Muslims believe in Jesus and the message he brought to us, Muslims honor his mother Mary too, for her faith and devotion, oh so true. In Buddhism there's respect and love for all beings below and above. Jesus Christ, a figure of renown, is seen as a teacher with a sacred crown. His teachings of love and compassion echo the Buddha's own message in passion. His sacrifice, a symbol of devotion, inspires us to follow our own inner motion. The Buddhist path is one of wisdom, and Jesus' teachings add to its prism. His words of kindness resonate within, a message of peace that transcends any din. In Buddhism, Jesus is seen as a spiritual teacher, pure and serene. His life a symbol of selfless love and an example to rise above. To the Jewish faith, Jesus Christ is seen in a different light. He's not considered the Son of God, but a historical figure who walked this sod. Many Jews see him as a false Messiah who led astray with his holy fire. His teachings not in line with Torah, and his claims of divinity a dishonor. For Jews, Jesus is a complex figure, one whose legacy continues to trigger debate and discussion within the faith, as his message and actions we all wraith. Jesus, a figure of philosophical thought, has been studied by great minds as they sought to understand his message and his impact, and how his teachings can our lives impact. For Kant, Jesus was a moral guide, whose teachings we should all abide. A moral lawgiver who showed us the way to live with ethics every single day. Nietzsche, however, saw things anew and rejected Jesus as a moral guru. He saw him as weak and a slave to his fate, and his teachings a way to dominate. For Schopenhauer, Jesus was a figure of love, a symbol of compassion from up above. His teachings, a way to transcend the self and live with empathy for all on the shelf. Despite their different views, they all agree that Jesus' message has a great degree of philosophical significance that endures, and his teachings can shape our lives for sure. For philosophers, Jesus is a guide, whose teachings we should all abide. And his message of love and empathy so pure can help us in a world so obscure.